Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Klara Hickmanova, and I am the Programs Manager at the Arts Council for Monterey County. I oversee this Open Studios Art Tour, and on behalf of the Arts Council, I would like to thank each of you for participating this year, because without you, this art tour would not be possible. Now, I would like to give the floor to our Executive Director, Jackie Atchison.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jackie Atchison. I'm the Executive Director of the Arts Council. And I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read what I'm saying. We're so glad you're here today as we prepare for this year's Open Studios Art Tour. This workshop is about more than just logistics. It's about building connections, sharing ideas, and supporting each other as artists. Open Studios is our chance to invite the community into our creative worlds, to showcase not just our finished works, but also the stories, inspiration, and process behind them. As many of you may know, the Arts Council is still learning how to best run this program, and we're grateful for your patience, input, and partnership along the way. Together, we're shaping Open Studios into something that truly reflects and celebrates our diverse creative community. So after the tour in October, we're going to send out an evaluation form, and we ask you to be as direct and honest about what worked and what didn't. So we can't make improvements if we don't know. We do know that we don't want to compete with Santa Cruz and San Luis Obispo art tours. So we're moving next year's to the first 2 weekends in November. It was actually pretty good last year, I checked, but you never know. I mean, the other option was August, and who wants to compete with Car Week? So I want to thank you all for bringing your time, talent, and spirit to this year's tour. Together, we're going to make the arts vibrant and accessible for our entire community. So next, I'm going to introduce our new programs director, who's going to introduce the program tonight, and her name is Alejandra Ramirez.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alejandra. I'm the programs director here. I just joined the team in June, and I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm super excited to be able to visit you all this Open Studios in October. Right now, I actually wanted to do a quick run through of our team. You'll be seeing us around in Open Studios this October, so if anything comes up, please just let us know. We have in the back, we have Renee, our Arts Education Program Manager. We have Paola Diaz, our Events Coordinator, who just joined the team. Again, we have Clara. We have Nelly Otsu here, our Communications Director. And we have Naomi Pinedo, our Marketing Associate. So again, if there's anything that you need, any questions, please let us know. With that, we'll be going next into having 2 artists present. We have first Gloria Shaw, and then we have Janet Whitchurch. If any questions come up, please note them down. We'll be having a Q&A session at the end. After the artists present, we will also be having a little session with our marketing team, just for you to know any tips, again, and if any questions come up, let us know. All right, well, thank you so much. I will pass it over to the first artist, Gloria Shaw.
After years of teaching, I really do know how to project my voice. Okay, my name is Gloria Shaw, as they told you. I have been doing studio tour ever since we moved up here in the 90s, so probably a good 25, 30 years. Back when it was done by Artist Equity, if anybody remembers those days. Anyway, so I've had a lot of experience, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have all the answers, but I will tell you what I know and what I suggest or whatever, and you can ask questions afterwards, as she said. So I would say the first thing is advertising. So you need to get out anything you can to bring people into your studio. I personally have, I tried it a few years in my studio, but I live in Marina, and it's very hard to get people to come to Marina to look at art. So I have been using the group places most of the years that I've done it. And that has worked well for me. So when you're advertising, they've got postcards for you to send out. You've got your emails. If you've been in the studio tour before, how many of you have? Then you have a mailing list to go by. So anything you can get to bring people out is great. Displays. So I would say plan your displays so that it draws people in. So put out something that they can see that will draw them into your place. Besides putting your signage out, you want them to be attracted to your art. So put it out there where they can see it. Whether you're setting it up on tables or whether I have A-frames, so whatever you use to display your art, make sure that it's accessible. Oh, also, set it up so that there's safe access. I understand from previous things that sometimes if you get people who are like me clumsy and they're coming into your place and there's places that are maybe people can trip on, just be careful that you've got them notified about that. So make sure your access to your place is safe. Make your prices clearly displayed. I think people don't like to have to ask how much something is. So if you haven't been, I would suggest you put your prices up so they can see it. And I would say have a variety of prices, a range, have small pieces, large pieces, whatever it is you're working with. Then when people come in, for me, this is the best part of doing the studio tour is the interaction with people. Talking to them about your art. Getting them interested. It's an opportunity. I mean, you know, as artists, we mostly work alone. This is our opportunity to actually talk to people and talk about art. And it's so exciting. It's fun. Have fun with it. Make them enjoy it as much as you do. That's what I try to do. Draw them into the conversation. Ask them what they see in your work. Of course, that's easy for me because a lot of my work is abstract. So I love trying to see what other people see when they come to see if they have any of the feelings that I had when I was creating the work. So talk to them, find out what they see in it, because see how they relate to it. Then I would say follow up. Send out thank yous to those who give you their email addresses. I think that's a great way to connect with them also. Oh, somebody also recommended giving a receipt when people pay for something. When people buy things, give them a receipt so that they have an insurance, then they can remember who you are and so forth and whatever. So that's what was recommended to me. So give a receipt. And then I don't know what pay method you use. I use the Square. There's a lot of things out there, but find something that works for you. And I think that's about what I have. And then I'll be available for questions at the end.
I keep it clear. I only have things displayed on the area where I draw and on 2 of the walls so that people can move around and not be in each other's way. I also have books that I have printed, self-published, and those I have out on sale as well. Pricing, as Gloria said, is really good to just have it out there so people don't have to ask you. Otherwise, it has really been fun to do it. Oh, one other thing is, last year I was the only person for blocks and blocks, and I was worried that people wouldn't come, but they did come. This year, a neighbor and a friend is doing it with me. So if you have friends who are on the tour, I highly suggest, it's great. She sends her people to me, I send my people to her. So if you can kind of communicate with someone who's living close to you, hey, you know, I'm happy to send people who come to my place over to you. Could you return the favor? I think it helps get more people in to see your art. So I too am more than happy to answer questions at the point where that can take place. Thank you very much.
When people come into my house, that's the only requirement, that they sign the guest book. And then I do follow up, you know, the next year with people that have come. The next thing, it's good to have a helper. I mean, I have my location's in Carmel, and it's very well located, so I get like 70 and 80 people. It's great to have a helper, if you can possibly, okay? And then stories. I mean, I'm mainly a photographer, but also do drawing. People are drawn in to your stories. You know, be sure to tell your stories. And that's my part. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nelly Otsu. I am the Communications Director, and with Naomi we try to help with creating all the collateral that you have, so helping to create the look of the magazine guide, the postcards, the flyers, and a whole bunch of other marketing materials that we have out for the ads. So this year what we wanted to do is make sure that you also had in your possession that kind of toolkit that you can use to make it as easy as possible to promote your own participation. So we want to help promote open studios to the whole county, but it's very difficult, you know, to get each and every artist highlighted. We do that on our social media, but no one can advertise and promote your studio like you can. So we want to make sure to give you the tools, the flyers, the social media graphics, and a customizable template that you can put in your own pictures of your art and your information for your studio, your name, so that way you can post that, you can tag us on social media, and we can repost and we can share, and you know, all your loyal customers and your followers are able to see, oh, they're participating in open studios. I've seen that flyer before, that looks familiar. And they put two and two together, and that way we can kind of create some synergy with the work that we're doing to promote the event, and then with you as artists and all the artists that are participating. If everybody's promoting the event, you know, just imagine how many people we can reach. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the materials that we're providing you here today. Hopefully most of you got this kind of tips for a successful open studio tour. It's a little packet that we've created. If you participated last year, you've probably seen it. Artist Studio has basically the foundation of this, and we've just kept building on it from last year. So it has tips on promoting your event, and that's really where we've kind of added most of our information. So for social media, you know, a lot of promotion for events and how people know about things going on in the area is by social media. And depending on your demographic, you know, you want to get a wide range of people to come in into your studios, into your spaces. So we really want to encourage you to post on social media, and you can do posts, you can do stories, you can do reels, and then we've included our Facebook and Instagram handles. We also have TikTok that we post all of our videos on as well. And just some recommendations as far as posting on your local, like next door for your local neighborhoods, or if you're part of Facebook groups for your specific, you know, artist medium. Those are great places to kind of share and diffuse all your kind of advertising promotion materials. And we also have this year the exciting exhibition at the Walter Lee Avery Gallery. So we have a flyer for that. And then the artist reception that you all get to be there and present and meet the people before even Open Studios happens. So there's a lot of things to promote, and we just want to make sure you have all that. So we created flyers and social media graphics for the Walter Lee Avery exhibit and also for the artist reception. So highlighting those different dates and details for you so that you can share, and then of course tag us, and things that you can print out easily and also distribute to your local supporters. And maybe you have connections with businesses, or you have partners out in the community that would be happy to post a flyer up for you. That would be amazing. You can print it out and you have it there so people can see it. So those tools are all in one marketing kit. It's in Canva, which is, if you have a free account, you can access it. And it's very easy to use. So we want to be there. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. And we'll take questions in a little bit. So I'll definitely answer you. Just remind me at the end. Yeah, so that marketing kit includes the flyers, as I mentioned, also digital versions of the postcards which you got. So in case you want to reproduce those in any way, you have those available to you. And it has the guest form that's probably several of you who are up here in the front had it, but we're providing it to you digitally as well if you want to produce more, or if you have more artists in your galleries that want some as well. We're having those digitally so you can just print them out, and that's a great resource for yourselves and also for the Arts Council, so that we know who's attending Open Studios, right? Like, how do we help promote throughout the area? Who are we reaching, and where are we missing? So those informations that they provide on that, like as far as zip code and very basic information, is going to be very helpful for us. So we definitely encourage you to use those or create your own with that information, and then you can send that on over to us. And then also wanted to talk a little bit about the other signage that you were provided. It's the directional tour sign, which is pretty big. We have them in the back, and we want to make sure that you will have plenty of those to post up to encourage people to come to your studios. And obviously, like was mentioned earlier, when you have a couple group together, then maybe you can collaborate on, there's a couple studios this way, come this way, and you can list all the studio numbers on there. So that's also available for you to use, hopefully as an effective way on the days of, and then leading up to, you have your marketing kit, you have all the event flyers. We have some of those printed in the back as well. So as you're collecting all your materials, on the back table, we have the flyers for the reception, and we have the flyers for, I think it's the exhibit as well, that you can take a few and have those listed. So that's some of the things, if you read through the tips, just as far as putting out key materials. Obviously, the artist reception will have already passed in Open Studios, but the exhibit will still be on through November. So your art pieces will still be up. People can still see them. They can relive the visit to your studio. Be like, oh yeah, I remember this artist. He was so great. She was amazing. So we want that connection to keep going throughout the year. Something else that with Open Studios this year that's new, that will kind of prolong the experience, is the mural tour. This is a new feature within our mobile app. So obviously you will all be on our mobile app starting in October, and then everybody's going to be able to get their maps, do their tours, see their guides, get your information from there. But in addition to that, we're also going to have the murals up. So if you have any connection with murals in the area, or just another way to connect to the art and creativity in the county, that's a great way to kind of encourage people to stay connected with the app, and then they can be like, murals, oh, and the artists, and just kind of keep connected with all the excitement from Open Studios. So I think those were the biggest things that we wanted to mention. I really encourage you to kind of read through the tips. We don't want to take all the time to read through that, but just as far as the marketing kit and any marketing information that we have, we're doing our best as far as making sure we have Open Studios kind of top of mind, making sure we have social media ads, paper ads, newsletters, bus ads. So the bus ads already running, so you may see some buses out there. Keep your eyes peeled for some of those tails. You're driving around, you're going to see that color, basically that same image that we have on the magazine guide, so people can start building that recognition, right? That brand recognition of the event. It's like, oh yeah, I saw it before. Where have I seen that? And then they see it on the magazine guide. Then they're going to see it on the postcard. Then they're going to see it on all your flyers and all your graphics that you have on social media. So people will start making those connections, and the sooner that we can get those up, the better. We do ask that when you create your own materials, just to send that our way. Mine and Naomi's emails are listed in this packet for you so that we can look at it and just make sure it has the right date, that the logo didn't get cut off. And we also like to just keep a copy of, what's out there so we know and we can tag everybody. So we appreciate you sending that in to us. And I think those are the biggest kind of things, and hopefully just encourage you to use the materials that obviously that you have, because you're also creative and you're all artists. And as far as any marketing, I know that's like a whole other side of it, trying to promote yourself, and sometimes it's a little difficult to do. So we want to make sure you have the tools to do that and that you feel supported. So any questions you might have, we're here to help you and support you and make sure you have a successful event. So thank you so much.
Okay, Nancy, you had a question?
I actually have a comment.
Oh, great.
I think it builds on the marketing. That is, one of the things Diane and I discovered is to create a bargain bin. And Diane has so much work because she teaches and prolifically produces work. And some things are frameable and some things she prefers not to frame. I wouldn't allow her to throw them away. And so we created a bargain bin. And I've really noticed that some people come in and they're really not ready to invest in wall work, but they love going through the bargain bin. And I've had families bring their children in and say, everyone go through this bin and pick something you'd like to hang in your room. So think about the work that you have in the closet, on the shelf, and create a bargain bin.
Very good, thank you. Ms. Hill.
One more comment about that. I do $50 for your best offer.
Oh, very good. Is that for framed or unframed work?
It's unframed.
Unframed. Okay. Frames usually cost $50 or more. Yeah. Any other questions? Comments?
She answered it about the marketing kit. They're going to send it to us.
Yes. And templates for the postcards if you want to send out your own electronically. I think we doubled up the amount of postcards this year versus last year. I know we increased the number of signs. Some people only wanted 2, some wanted 11. So we averaged it out to 5 or 6 each, I think. Anything else? We want to make this as successful for you to really, promote the arts in our county. Santa Cruz County, which is kind of our competitor, they have over 350 artists in their studio, open studio tours, and they generate over $1 million in sales over the 3 weeks that they do it. So we are twice their size in residents. So let's go for $2 million. Okay? For you. Yeah, no pressure. But please do track it, because since the County of Monterey supports us, they want this information. They want to know, we're putting in money to bring this program to the county. How much is coming back to the artists? What's their return on this? So please track that. We'll be asking that at the end of the tour for the evaluation. And also, as Nellie mentioned, tracking where people come from. We don't need all their information, but if we have their zip code, we have their email, even better. We do advertise outside the county. The Central Valley is where a lot of our tourists come from. So, we want to promote it to them and say, instead of just going to the aquarium for the 12th time, come check out all the art. Okay. Anything else? Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. Yes, you had a question?
So sorry, this was on everybody's chair.
Yes.
So is that your intent?
Yes. Yes.
It's kind of like the guest book when they come in.
Exactly. And you can make multiple copies. We can send it. We'll send it out electronically, everything, so you can make more copies of it. Because hopefully you'll have a lot more people visiting. Thank you.